Welcome! Today, we're going to crack open the command line and cover 6 essential tools you absolutely have to know to pass your CompTIA A+ Core 2 exam, and honestly, to just be great at your IT job.
So here's the plan. We're going to start by building out our basic IT toolkit. Then, we'll dive into how to figure out a system's identity. From there, we'll get a handle on mastering group policy, and then move on to repairing critical system files. And stick around, because at the end, I've got the ultimate exam cheat sheet to make sure all this stuff sticks.
All right, let's get right into it. This first set of tools is all about the very first thing you do when you sit down at any computer, especially one you've never seen before. It's all about investigation and just gathering the basic facts.
I mean, think about it. You can't just start clicking around trying to fix something if you don't even know what you're working with. You have to know, what is this thing called? What version is it running? And who is logged into it right now?
And that brings us to our very first command, hostname. It's basically the computer's name tag. You type it in, hit enter, and bam! It tells you its unique name on the network. This is that friendly name, and it's essential for everything from remote access to connecting to shared printers.
And you will use this constantly. I mean, imagine an office full of identical-looking computers. Hostname makes sure you're working on the right one. It's simple, it's fast, and it's absolutely fundamental.
Okay, exam tip time. Listen up. If a question on the A+ exam asks for the computer's network identification or its friendly name, your brain should immediately go to hostname. Don't overthink it. That's the answer.
Next up, we've got winver. I like to think of this as the system's birth certificate. It doesn't just tell you, oh, it's Windows 11. It gives you the exact version, the specific feature update, and the precise OS build number. It's all in the details. And trust me, this isn't just trivia. Knowing that exact build number can save you hours of headaches. It lets you check if a certain piece of software will even run, or look up known bugs for that specific patch level. It's a real troubleshooter's friend.
Now here's a classic CompTIA level detail. winver gives you both the version, like 21H1, and the OS build number. They're different. The version is the big feature update, while the build number points to the smaller, more recent quality and security updates. The exam loves to test that distinction.
And the last command in this section is whoami. It's as simple as it sounds. You want to know who's logged into the machine? You type whoami. It'll spit back the current user, usually in that domain /username format. Mystery solved.
This is a massive one for troubleshooting. A user can't access the network drive? Well, the first thing you should check is if they're even logged in as the right person. Whoami gives you that answer instantly before you go down a deep, dark rabbit hole of permissions.
And this is exactly why it's on the exam. If you read a question that involves troubleshooting access or permission issues, your very first thought should be, how do I confirm the user? The answer is, who am I?
All right, let's shift gears. Now we're moving into the tools you'll use to manage computers in a corporate environment. It's time to talk about mastering group policy. So here's a scenario you're going to see all the time. A new security policy was pushed out, but one user's machine just didn't get the memo. These things are supposed to refresh on their own, but sometimes they need a little nudge. Luckily, we've got a perfect 2-step command line solution. And here they are, the 1-2 punch of group policy: GP update and GP result. Think of GP update as the action taker. It's the one that tells the computer, go get the latest policies right now. And if you add the /force switch, it reapplies everything. Then you have GP result. That's your reporter. It shows you the resultant set of policy, which is just a fancy name for a report card showing every single policy that's actually affecting that computer and user.
So the key thing here is that they work as a team. GP update makes it happen, and GP result shows you the result. The A+ exam loves to try and trip you up on this. Just remember this simple trick. Update is for the action, result is for the report.
Now for our final tool. This is a big one. This is the command you pull out when a Windows system is getting really unstable, or maybe it won't even boot up correctly.
You know that feeling of panic, right? The computer's blue screening, parts of the start menu are just gone. A lot of the time, this stuff points to corrupted system files. But before you even think about reinstalling Windows, there is a first aid command that can be a total lifesaver.
And that lifesaver is sfc/scannow. SFC stands for System File Checker. It's basically a built-in auto mechanic for Windows. That /scannow switch is the part you really need to remember. It tells the system to do a full scan of all protected OS files, and if it finds any that are corrupted or damaged, it automatically tries to replace them with a good copy. And this is pretty much what it looks like. Just remember, you have to open an administrative command prompt for this to work. Then you just type sfc/scan now, hit enter, and let it do its magic. It might take a few minutes, but it's doing some serious work under the hood.
Okay, for the A+ exam, this is a huge mental link you need to create. If you read a question that describes a corrupted OS, things like random crashes, missing interface elements, your brain should immediately jump to sfc/scan now. It's the primary, first line of defense command for these kinds of problems.
All right, we've covered a ton of ground. So let's wrap it all up with a single, powerful summary that puts everything in one place. This is your A+ exam cheat sheet.
This is it. This is the slide to screenshot and memorize. It's all about connecting the command to the keyword. You see, identify a computer, think hostname, version, winver, user, whoami. If the question says apply or force a policy, that's GP update. If it says verify or report on a policy, it's GP result. And if you see the words corrupted files, you know the answer is sfc/scan now. These keywords are your ticket to getting the right answer fast.
But look, these commands are way more than just exam answers. They are the foundation of fast, effective troubleshooting. When you master these, you stop guessing and you start diagnosing. So my challenge to you is to open up that command prompt and start practicing. What problem are you going to solve first?